Welcome to The Jeweler's View. I'm Courtney Gray, metalsmith, educator, and creative business strategist. After 25 years in the jewelry industry, running one of the country's top metalsmithing schools, coaching artists, advising companies and organizations, and hosting interviews with some of the best in the craft, I finally created the kind of support I wish I'd had from the start. This podcast is a part of that. Each week, I share the lessons I had to learn the hard way so you can build a rhythm that supports your creative work, your values, and the life and business you actually want. Find tools, coaching, and my Transform course at CourtneyGrayArts.com, and let's get to work. Hey friend, welcome back to The Jeweler's View. It's Courtney, and today we're talking something I hear at least 3 times a week in coaching calls, inside Transform, sliding into my DMs sometimes. How do you build a cohesive jewelry collection without overwhelming yourself or spending all year experimenting, hoping that it will land? A few years ago, a student spread out like 40 pieces across my desk in my office. She had hammered silver next to polished gold, organic textures beside geometric forms. This happens a lot when you're in discovery mode, exploration mode as a student. She had patinaed copper mixed with bright brass. It looked a little bit like 5 different jewelers had been working the same bench on rotation. She looked at me and said, "Courtney, I don't know why nothing sells, and I'm not sure how to present this work, or why people aren't noticing a style or a niche here." I loved her honesty because here's what most people won't say out loud. It's not about making more work all the time. It's about making more of the same. Not identical, but connected, recognizable, like siblings instead of strangers. And yes, we're going to talk about how to do that today, starting with the simplest method I know, the 3 to 5 piece cohesive collection framework. If you're feeling scattered, this episode is going to give you maybe a little bit of a path forward. All right, let's get into it. Customers are drawn to focus. Galleries are drawn to focus. Collectors especially love focus. Cohesion makes them think I understand her work. I see what she does, and then I want more, right? I want to come back for the next piece. But you don't get that response when every piece looks like it belongs to a different artist with a different origin story. So let's simplify this. Let's build one small, intentional, cohesive mini collection that you can actually finish and feel really proud of. So here's this 3 to 5 piece method. Pick one through line. A through line could be a shape, circle, a teardrop, an oval, a texture. Maybe it's hammered, reticulation, or a matte finish. A technique like granulation, bezel setting, or fusing. A metal choice, sterling silver with gold accents, for example. And a color story, greens, blues, neutrals. Maybe you look at what's trending this season. Pick one, not 3, not 5, not I'm inspired by everything, which I know we're all guilty of. One, pick one. Think of it like choosing the main ingredient for a recipe. Okay, then I want you to create one anchor piece. This is the big sibling. It could be a statement pendant, a standout ring, a bold cuff bracelet, or a pair of sculptural earrings. This piece will carry the narrative. It sets the tone. It's the "this is who I am" moment and feeling. Every other piece will reference this one. Then we're going to build 2 to 4 supporting siblings. These should be simpler, smaller, easier to wear, sometimes easier to sell, and connected through that one element that you choose. So here's some examples. If your main piece has the hammered circle motif, make smaller hammered circle studs, or make a simple hammered circle pendant. Make a ring with the same hammered texture so they relate to each other. Now you've got siblings, you've got a family, a real collection. Collectors and galleries respond to this because it feels deliberate and cohesive. And having a clear presentation of your work sells easier. So here's a quick tip. Don't overcomplicate materials. Try not to overthink this one. Keep it as simple as possible. There's a trap I see constantly. It's let me add this one more stone. Oh, wait, what about this color? Ooh, maybe this metal too. No, not for this first cohesive collection. Simplify your palette. Maybe it's yellow gold and white gold, silver with a black patina, or silver with one stone color. You can expand later, I promise. There will be room to grow and do all of the adventurous things that you want in your work. But start simple. Yes, this is hard at first. If you're a highly creative person, and I know that you are, the idea of making more of the same might feel a little suffocating at first, might feel boring. But here's what I want you to hear. Repetition is not sameness. Repetition is mastery. Repetition is recognition. Repetition is value. Your collectors are not bored, I guarantee you. They're drawn in. They want to see your hand in your work. This is exactly the kind of work that we do inside Transform, helping you define your signature style and build collections that reflect your voice, not someone else's. And if you're looking at the new year thinking, I need someone in my corner for this, I'm too scattered and squirreled towards too many design ideas, my one-on-one coaching spots might be perfect for this. We work through exactly this kind of strategic work together, tailored to where you are and where you're headed. If this sounds like what you need, reach out. Okay, here's a few extra tools that really help. Take some photos as you go. Seeing your pieces side by side reveals everything. You'll spot inconsistencies immediately. You could build a small board, a digital or a physical one if that's your jam. A mood board, a color board, a metal board, shape board. Anything that keeps your brain from wandering or getting squirreled to bigger, more intricate designs. Don't add more techniques midway. I know this is hard, especially when you're exploring and having fun and learning new things. Save new ideas for your next collection. Maybe do 2 or 3 of these 3 to 5 piece collection frameworks. You're not abandoning those ideas. You're organizing them. And remember, 3 to 5 pieces is plenty. You don't need 12. You don't need a catalog. You need a starting point, a launching pad, a foundation. So here's your action step this week. Choose your anchor piece. You may already have it. Go look at your collection and see what pops out to you. The one that feels like you right now, maybe not the one from 5 years ago. We want to keep you engaged, so pick the one that fits now. And then sketch or plan the 2 to 4 siblings. Don't make them all yet, just design them. Let your brain digest the cohesion before you start building. You'll be amazed at how clear it feels once that anchor is truly defined. Next week, we're going to go into a big one: how to reach out to galleries and retailers with confidence. If you've ever wondered, what do I even say in the first email? Or am I ready for this yet? How do I present myself professionally? What do they want? We're going to cover a lot of this. All right, friend, go build your anchor piece or identify it in your current work. And I'll see you next week. Onward and upward. Thanks for listening to The Jeweler's View. If today's episode gave you something to think about, consider sending it to a friend or share it on social and tag me at Courtney Gray Arts. You'll find tools, coaching, resources, and the Transform course at CourtneyGrayArts.com. And if no one's told you this lately, remember, you're not behind. You're becoming exactly the kind of maker your business needs. And that kind of depth, it takes time. I'll be back next week, same time, same tough love. Onward and upward.
to the dreams and how we make them, to howling at the moon, to worries and loss, sitting in solitude, feeling a little bit pissed off. Here's to the grace we have awakened.